Welcome to Kim Dragon Fruit Paradise. Spring is here, but seems like it's beautiful outside. If you can see my right there, back of my backyard there, the sun beautiful, but it's still cold. So I'm not sure when really the spring coming. So we're in middle of April, and today April the 11th, 2023. Just want to share with you, excited, this is my last fruit of season 2022, and this fruit is wow, it's about 7.5 months long waiting for this fruit. So you can see here, I want to share with you is Ohana Express. You want to share with that, and Armando will share with you the it's a good size fruit though. I surprised, normally they very small, like what I believe can be 4 ounce, 5 ounce, 6 ounce, 7 ounce, and don't have a lot of information about this variety, but this fruit is weighing 9.31 ounce, so almost 9.5 ounce. So it's a very good size where you can see that. So let's talk about the color. You can see the color because it's a winter fruit and lead on to cold and to that. So normally in season, this variety from Spicy Exotics, and he named Ohana Express. So let me talk about a little color and then go more detail about information where this came from. So where you can see that normally in the season, what I saw on his website, the fruit color of the skin is more like red snapper color. The fish is have a little deep coral orange and red to it, but seeing it's a more toward winter fruit, so you can see they still have that color in there, but it's more kind of burgundy, and right, Amanda, have a little burgundy tone to it because it's a winter fruit. And if you can share in the bottom of the fruit, you see some little bit thorny. It remind me of Funky Red too, have a little thorn on the bottom. So feel that, you can see. So this we share you about this variety. I think it's very sensitive to the cold weather. I have a lot of planted rod from this variety. It said it didn't like too much cold weather and rain, so I moved this pot close into my patio to help not to rot and a lot of rust. So because it's this variety more like tropical climate is better than if it's too much rain and cold. So they're very sensitive. And let me share with you about this variety, where they got this name from. So I believe this is a Desert King fruit. Before people propagate the seed from Desert King fruit, and they propagate in Hawaii. So they got the name Ohana Express. And remember, I did the video a few months ago with another Desert King seedling from my friend named Diego. So I put the Diego, like Desert King Diego seedling, and that he got the seed from Desert King fruit, and he grow it. Have similarity of the range, and then the fruit color, the inside, I believe, is more kind of, it might be called like more pink fuchsia color with Desert King seedling from Diego, and that seedling propagate in Southern California, but this one propagate in Hawaii, and that's the name Ohana Express that we're from. So this is from Spicy Exotics. That have this variety that we got it from. Okay, so you know more on the gene with this. I believe the gene is a Polyresis and Megalanthus.
Yes, Polyresis crossed with
Megalanthus, something. That's why, and you can see they have a little thorn here, and the shape have like Megalanthus.
Yeah,
the shape of blonde, and then all the black here have that relate to it. So that's what I see in here. Okay, so now I'm so excited to see how tasty Ohana Express. It was so popular back a few years ago. I mean, people gone crazy on this Ohana Express on eBay for $550 bidding words for one cutting.
Yeah.
You know, a foot cutting, I believe, maybe more than that, but I remember that, and it's crazy. We could go for 200, 250, 300 for a cutting on Ohana Express. So, so I excited to want to share with you today and want to taste this first, and then we'll see if that worth $550 cutting.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
one way to find out.
Yeah. So let's get started. To me, it looks similar, like the color with there's a concealing. There you go, right? Look at that.
Wow.
Real deep magenta, purple. So this is a long time, you guys. 35 days from bud to bloom, and from bloom to harvest is 188. So total 223 days, and it's almost 7.5 months. It's a long time, but you know what? It's no germinate seed in here. You can see that.
No, especially for 7 months, 223 days.
Yeah. But look at the seed. The seed remind me of Funky Red too.
Yeah, kind of big, huh?
Quite a big. It's not a small. I think that's why it had the megalantic gene to it. So that's why the seed that. So let's see. Let me show you that one side there.
The color is showing up pretty good on camera too.
Yeah.
So
Beautiful color.
Yeah, that's about how it looks.
Have some red tone. That's why they have paresis in there. If it does, it's one of the pairing with that tone. And then they have another kind of pink tone with megalanthus, have a little kind of magenta pink to it. And then that's why they come out with beautiful magenta, purple, and red tone to it. Don't you think? I don't know if right here, but some part of them here down here is like the skin is a little bit thick here, but not as thin. But you know, it's just good for commercial grower because the skin is a little tough too, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
But
smells a little sweet.
They say it's supposed to be self-fertile, but you know, I just don't want to not have the fruit, so I just crossed it.
Yeah, so we'll have to test again next season.
Next season. So let's see. And then same thing is smell on this, but let's see how sweet it's gonna turn out. Look at how juicy it is.
Very
a lot
juicy.
of rain. They've been in a lot of rain, but
nice.
It's very nice. I couldn't believe it. 7.5 months waiting. 19.3. That's very good. It's gonna be so good. I'm very lucked out. Every time all my winter fruit are high in Brit, and it tastes so good. So let me tell you guys, I baby this variety. I have the wheel that I moved them in because they didn't like the cold air. I didn't like the rain, so one of my plants got rot. I had to take them all out. I have so a lot of fruit there, but then the whole plant is rot. So I took it out. Only one that survived, so I had to move this whole pot, roll them in under my patio, avoid all this cold to save this fruit, and they keep growing. That's why it's taking so long for this, because they didn't like the cold at all. So I'm so excited to taste the Ohana Express. But 19.3, that's very good.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it. It takes so long, but it's hopefully worth your while to wait, right?
Yeah.
For this with high in Brit here.
It had me scared for 7 months. I didn't know if it was gonna make it.
I know. I just so worried about it too. So let's have a taste of how beautiful it is.
Now, guys.
A lot of juicy. How is the texture gonna be?
Wow.
A little sweet.
Very complex.
Sweet. Complex. And then a little tart in the end. A little kick the acidic in the end. But you know what? What do you compare it to? Desert King Diego ceiling. I like Desert King Diego ceiling better than Ohana Express.
I was thinking the same thing too. I think this one came out a little sweeter. They both have a really good flavor, but there was something very special about the Desert King Diego that it tasted a little different, kind of more like if it was a different fruit, almost like a.
Didn't taste like Desert King ceiling from Diego didn't taste like dragon fruit. It's more like had the flavor and the texture like eating a peach or nectarine. It's so unique, but I like that texture, the sweetness.
Yeah.
Even it was 18.6 last time from Diego ceiling. There's a King Diego ceiling, where this Ohana Express is 19.3. But this is a big fruit for Ohana Express, I believe. You know, almost 9.5 ounce. But I prefer Desert King Diego ceiling much better than Ohana Express.
This one still had a good flavor though. I like the hint of tart that it had.
Yeah.
I think that was been a common denominator. I think even Thai, his fruit has it's sweet, but you know, a hint of tart. It was cool. It was fun. I did like the Desert King Diego, how it had a more kind of complex flavor. But I guess we're gonna have to study this one more when it's in season, and then maybe it'll change the flavor a little.
Yeah, I hope it will change the flavor, and I hope waiting for San Diego, Desert King Diego ceiling, if it can grow any similar size of Ohana Express. But let me tell you the truth. Ohana Express not worth $550 for a cutting, even not worth it for $100 cutting, you guys, okay? I rather grow Desert King Diego ceiling over Ohana Express. That's my own opinion. I like that texture way better than Ohana Express. It's not really ooh or wow on Ohana Express like people say. So that's what I conclusive. I like, you know, saying Desert King Diego ceiling over Ohana Express. So if you grow two of them, let me know if you take those two variety and leave me a comment. What do you think about it? But I think because my climate are different than different, you know, somebody different climate, the food can change different flavor. But it's not bad for Ohana Express 19.3 in bricks. Okay, in my location, even the food, I winter food for almost 7.5 months. So there you have it. I hope this video useful to you. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And thank you for watching.